What's up, people? My folks sent me a email. Not an email. I got a Facebook account. Yeah, you call it that, email or whatever, about this old. He just got the news. I thought he knew about that when Darren Scott made that comment that Donald Trump was the most pro-black president in history, something like that, to that extent. The most pro-black president or whatever. Stupid comments. But I won't further elaborate on it. Y'all see the title I put up there, and that's what it is. That's what it is, family. A lot of clergy have took the payoffs to keep us controlled. You gotta look at the focal points when it comes to the black community. The church still has a long-standing, constitution. It's an institution within the black community. And well, as you know, people still go to church, and people still, sitting on the pews, and worshiping with the clergy and the usher board and the deacon board, and people pay their tithes and offerings. It's a lot of guys and girls on YouTube that really y'all throwing boulders at the church, not stones. Y'all throwing boulders. Y'all pissed off because some of these people are frauds, prosperity / preacher pimps, congregation going into poverty, congregation looking like they come from a third world country, while the clergy, deacon board, usher board driving away with $500,000 cars, living in estates, or living in palatial homes, driving nice whips, while you got to catch public transportation. You get a feel good sermon, but the whole congregation is in dire straits. Something wrong to that picture. And then they ask you before the sermon, even the sermon not even over. They do it, and the sermon's not even started. Get them ushers out there with those trays, so you can throw your dollars and quarters in there and pay your tithes and offerings. My thing is this: you always notice when it's civil unrest, when it's upheaval, when it's turmoil, when it's revolutionaries, when it's people out there screaming and hollering, destroying our own community, they always send two guys, Reverend Al Sharpton and Jesse. Johnny's on the spot. They always send those guys out. They still put those guys out there in the forefront. You seen them at Aretha Franklin's. They was front and center at Aretha Franklin's funeral, which they should have been. That's respect. I have no nothing to say about that, because they supposed to been there, so it's all good. My thing is this: they use the clergy, the ones that want to be bought, to pander to us, not really pander to us, to come out when we trying to rebel, to keep us calm, to calm us down, to keep the revolution, to control the revolution, if you will. They always put these guys out front like puppets, and they pulling the strings behind the scenes. I'm pretty sure it's conversations like, hey, we see what you doing in the community. You don't want to lose your priesthood. You don't want to lose your preacher card, do you? Well, you need to get your people straight, because we not too fond of what's going on now, and it's costing us trouble too. So either you get it straight, or we're gonna get it straight. You might lose pastoring license, and you might lose your church. You might just lose everything. You've been living good. We didn't check your taxes out. We see that you back a little bit. We can help you with that. Any other thing, you asked us, we can help you, but you're gonna have to help us, and you're gonna have to help us in a way that you keep your people controlled so they can stay out of our business. They use them as buffers. They use them as props. Some of these clergy, you put them out there and to calm us down. And the very thing we rebelling against, we supposed to be rebelling. We supposed to be trying to be triumphant over it, but they use them to distinguish, to not distinguish, to just put out the fire. Let's put it like that. Just put out the fire, and that's what they do. You always notice that every time. These guys never been in the grassroots until they only come in the grassroots when it's an uproar in the black, when it's like the Freddie Grays, then Jamal Bryant come out. That stuff that happened, the young boy that got shot or something. I forgot where it was at. They was tearing up the damn place. Al Sharpton. One place they told me get the hell out of there. We don't need you. And very I gotta laugh a little bit because it's a con game. When that's why I keep telling y'all, you don't have to get into the books yourself. You don't have to get in the books. That book, the Bible, scriptures, the Bible, and all the lost books. All those books are for you to take from them books and apply it to your everyday lives if you want to live by the law, statutes, commandments, and follow the blueprint of the Most High. But you gonna have to live it out. And I'm out.